Okay, so welcome friends to our special episode of Pre-Budget session. With me, I have Bhavin Bhai from Latin Manhalal. And as we'll be in the next few minutes discussing about what are people expecting, लोग क्या सोच रहे हैं, लोग क्या चाहते हैं इस बजट से.
I think we are running this a short episode pre-budget. I think it's a very very interesting and a touchy topic because India mein budget is like a big event in the whole year. People look forward to there. 2-3 महीने पहले से ही बातें शुरू हो जाती है बजट में क्या आएगा ये आएगा तो इसमें रैली आएगी ये नहीं आएगी मार्केट सेंटिमेंट विल improve XYZ. So I think it's a very interesting topic and I think let's discuss it further because it's like a national festival of our country. It's not only a document which is going to get read out, but I think end of the day we are more concerned and want to understand where it is affecting us in our day-to-day lives and our lifestyle. So let's take it forward.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room, LTCG. Every investor is scared that the 12.5% tax might go up. Is there any chance we get a surprise relief or is this the new reality?
So I think, LTCG revision I feel is very, very unlikely because it's just happened very recently. It was pretty much okay, well accepted. It's been more than a year now. At the max, just to take care of the sentiment, probably give some breather to the investors. Maybe the tax exemption limit from 1.25 lakhs probably can be revised to a bit of, making it to maybe 2 lakhs or something. But I don't think that the LTCG would be touched upon and revising the slab as such.
Okay, now moving on. Common man की एक ही demand है. More money in my bank account. If they increase the standard deduction, which sectors will see the party first? Savings or shopping?
Interesting. Again, I feel one best thing that our government what has done over the years is how can we increase more and more disposable amount with the citizens, because end of the day what happens that if you are going to go out and spend, only then the economy is going to run, which has been quite evident, quite logical and quite practical, right? So I think government has always done, and in that direction the focus has always been. In case of any such changes structurally happening, I think there are the two places where immediately you can think of or the money is going to flow in. One is immediately you might go out and spend some fulfilling your aspirational or desirable, maybe electronics, shopping and garments or vehicles. And the rest, all the savings has to flow into the capital markets, investments, SIPs, mutual funds, etc. So I think this is the two places where I feel if there is any revision and you are left with some buck more in your pocket or a bank account, I think this is two immediate cash flow which can flow in the direction.
So now moving on, defense and railway stocks have been the superstars of the last 2 years. Abhi bhi dam baki hai? Or is the juice already squeezed out?
I think as you rightly said, they have been superstars and superheroes for across the industry. Most of the stocks, the thematic funds, the stock individual wise has performed like crazy, which no one had expected to move up so much. But I feel Abhi, of course, because the government's focus is in terms of infra spending, where defense and railways and all of that spending is still there. Which is what one would be looking at in the coming budget, where the spendings are coming in, and it has to be more stock specific and not across the sector, because you need to boil it down that what exactly, because see all the stock categories you might have in this space, but what are they into and what exactly they are into and how exactly directly they are going to get benefited with this kind of spendings. So you need to be little more selective, and it's not going to be like buoyancy across the sector and you go all out and put your funds and select across all the sector stocks. But I think it's more you need to be a little more selective in stocks in that space itself, and then probably one can look at benefiting out of that.
Okay, now looking at the rural India, every year we get something or other for the rural India, which is very much required. It has been a little bit quiet lately. If the finance minister decides to wow the farmers this time, which stocks should we keep on our radar, or the industries if you can specifically talk about?
It's very interesting thing, because in India it is now things are beyond metros, right? Beyond urban. So lot of disposable income and spending capacity has gone very high in terms of your rural areas, where you talk about tier 2, 3, 4. So if there is any kind of positive moment which is announced in the budget, given directly touching to the citizens in the rurals, I think consumption, because what happens typically is that if you are in that tier 2, 3, 4, and the moment you have some extra cash, extra money left disposable in your bank account or pockets, immediately you would want to go out and probably buy electronics, maybe fridges and TVs. And beyond that, if you go, the spending goes to two wheelers, because there is more farming scope. The tractors, one would like to own such assets, because that is what they aspire for, that मेरे पास खुद का ट्रैक्टर कब होगा, मैं फार्मिंग अपने खुद के ट्रैक्टर से कब करूंगा, मैं अपनी खुद की टू व्हीलर से कब जाके घूमने जाऊंगा, और go out on my work. So I think these are the two spaces where I feel the consumption space and your two wheelers, your tractors, vehicles, I think these could be the two immediate beneficiaries, which we have already seen to quite a bit, and going forward it can continue to grow.
Another big question right now, every investor might be thinking, is that foreigners or the FIs primarily have been selling quite a bit lately. What one thing in the budget will make them say, okay, India is the place to be? One thing or the multiple things? What can be that?
I think what typically happens is that over the years, and for many years, investors and market movements have always been dependent on FIIs, money flow coming in or going out. One positive development over last few years we must have observed, and we have seen that FIIs have now certainly gained a lot of confidence and trust on India as a macro, in terms of capabilities, in terms of the growing pace and your GDP. So what is typically happening, see, it's a very typical pattern कि आप इन्वेस्ट कहाँ पर करोगे एज इंडिविजुअल, आपको जब भी कुछ सस्ता मिलेगा तो आप वहां पर जाके इन्वेस्ट करोगे, यू हैव मोर अपॉर्चुनिटी टू मेक सम मनी. They've been constantly investing for last over the few years. Probably they have done some profit booking and they've exited for a while. It's nothing that there is domestically any concern, right? So this is a regular pattern. So the moment they'll find, plus we are also, I would rather say that we are not a growing economy, we are a progressing economy. So we have stepped a ladder up from growing to progressing, because we have been able to, in our government's phase, we've been able to implement a lot of things. It's not that only that we have been only talking about things and projecting our skill set to the world. We have been able to implement and show some actions. So what is typically happening, that FIIs have certainly gained a lot of confidence. It is matter of time. There is nothing specific that probably is only that factor which is going to pull in the FIs back, because there are no such any fundamental factors जिसके वजह से FI चली गई है. It is just a pattern of investing and trading, and which is why probably the valuations were stretched until now. They are still a bit. Probably they are exploring opportunities. The moment they find some opportunities again, they are going to come back.
Okay, now coming back to all of us, the middle class. The last year, the new tax regime was the hero. This year, do you think the government will do something specifically for the squeezed middle class?
It's a very mixed views that are around. Probably इसमें ऐसा है कि हर साल हमको पापा से एक्सपेक्टेशन रहती है कि भाई हमें गिफ्ट तो कुछ मिलनी चाहिए, बराबर है, बट नॉट नेसेसरी दैट यू माइट गिफ्ट. But at the end of the day, even there are, if any little bit of also tweaks in their slabs, I think it does make a difference, because even a 5% change is going to lead to more disposable and surplus money, which has to lead to consumption or capital markets, savings, investments. So let's see, let's hope for the best, if anything specific is coming in around that.
Okay, now direct answers please. Should we buy before the budget or wait for the speech to end? What's your personal game?
So ये ऐसा है बहुत to the point वाला सवाल. आप समझा कि बजट वाले में मतलब end of the day आदमी को करना क्या है. But I think see, we are all overhauled by a lot of global uncertainties. Currently markets are not showing that great positive signs. people's portfolios are kind of stuck. So I think also that little bit of uncertainty is affecting our decisions. But I think end of the day, let us wait and watch. I would not say that I would not want to deploy some money tomorrow, which is Friday, because the budget is day after on a Sunday, markets are on. I would say let's watch, and of course there are a lot of stocks, sector specific, also stock specific, which are available at good buys. Keep buying on dips, and maybe once we hear out on the budget who are the beneficiaries, which sectors, probably you can post that also add, because they've corrected quite a bit. So there's no point in going all out at this moment. You might continue to get some opportunities, and buy on accumulation. I mean, buy on dips, and probably you can accumulate them over a certain period of time.
Thank you, Bhavin bhai, for your valuable time, and we got a lot of inputs for our viewers also to plan their expenses for the next year, and we hope that the government will be giving a judicious balance between how to spend money and how to save money from their end as well as for us.
I think, yeah, I mean, such informative talks and sessions are very, very important, because we know our audiences, like if you and me being from the industry, if we keep on rethinking on a lot of things, it's a lot of questions to the investors. But I think value buying, stock specific, and approach, I think it should be the way ahead, because the buoyancy is such that until leaving the last year alone, before that how the markets were left, right and center, everything was on the fire. It's probably not the time again now. Value picking, sector specific and stock specific should be an approach, and I think staying consistent and disciplined in the investment, in the market, with your portfolios and everything should be the way ahead, and one should not kind of miss out on such practices, because that itself is only going to lead you to the wealth creation in the longer run. And we as team are in our constant endeavors of handholding the investors in constructing and balancing and managing their portfolios.